to steal taxpayer money. Wow. That's what the situation at the Treasury Department is all about.
Peanut butter filled pretzels.
It's like a failing
The move of a
upward
desperate
because
man.
Hakeem Jeffries, I think we can all agree, is a mediocre, dead-faced, fish-eyed freak.
Clearly, I need help.
Looking at him, you are convinced for a moment that there is no value to a human life or soul, that there is nothing beyond like the fleeting threads of existence, pain and suffering until you return to the dirt once more. And then you see like a puppy or a cat or like a normal person, and it's fine again. It's not just that he's bad, he's uniquely bad. I think part of it genuinely is just that like Democrats get Jeffries is worse than Pelosi. Don't even speak their names in the same sentence, okay? Like we give Pelosi a lot of shit because she's very prominent. Pelosi dog walked these both of these two, like easily in like every possible respect. Maybe I'm being a dunce, but what's the difference between Jeffries' concern for the economy and Bernie's? I'm sorry, I blacked out in the middle of reading that. I think my mouth might have been on autopilot. My brain didn't catch any of that. I'm not sure if I can answer. We will introduce the Stop the Steal Act in short order to prevent unlawful access with respect to the Department of Treasury's payment system connected to people who are trying to steal personal, sensitive, and confidential information related to Social Security recipients, Medicare recipients, taxpayers, businesses, non-for-profits, veterans, and everyday Americans. It's unacceptable, unconscionable, and un-American. Stop the Steal Act will prevent. Did he show any emotion? Are you looking at his eyes? Even most centrist Democrats, like, oh yeah, literally, if you go out and you look at how Democrats are active in social media right now, find me, and I mean this, literally one regular Democrat liberal who's like, yes, Jeffries, thank you so much for standing up for us. Nobody is happy right now. Zero people are happy with this. It's not just a lefty versus Democrat thing. The Democratic voter base, over 100 million Americans who are aligned more with the Democrats, none of them. Zero. I'm staking all of them. If even a single Democratic voter is happy with this, I can't say what I'll do. YouTube.com. I'll drink a lot of water until my tummy hurts, but not so much that it causes harm to myself. But thankfully I won't have to, because nobody likes this. I just want you guys to understand that this isn't like the Democratic voter. I'm not out here defending the honor of the Democratic voter. A lot of them are cut. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying this is something else. Unlawful access are taking place. It's unfortunate that many of our
Life waiting for me somewhere else. Well, these questions have led countless families to make tough decisions.
Stand up a shadow government of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires that will stick it to the American people. That's what's driving much of the behavior on the other side of the aisle.
Thank you for the thumbs up, my friend.
Day, my House Republican colleagues are determined to pass massive tax cuts for their billionaire donors and wealthy corporations, and then stick working class Americans with the bill by doing things like ending Medicaid.
Hello, and
Jesus
Gichuki
Christ.
Mutumbi.
Even in the delivery on a line, like ending Medicaid,
Good to talk to you.
the next sentence immediately. It's not just a lack of charisma, it's anti-charisma. It's like somebody trained him to deliver information in a way that holds no attention at all. I don't think it's possible to listen to this and follow along with what back against it, and because we're confident. Are you looking for this world? Are you ready to be part of something bigger? The door is open for you in more than 60 countries. Against it, and because we're confident that the American people are on our side. How did these people get to office in the first place? The Democrats elevate.
Hi, Cameron. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
Because they need a powerful
Is it morning
inner
where you are
circle
as well?
of populists to prevent any real populists or effective leaders from getting too high up in the ranks and pushing for things that would anger their corporate donors.
Where
That's
I
reason
am, the
why,
sun's about to
genuinely.
rise.
They deliberately elevate people like this because they need them as a shield against people like AOC. Yeah, but how do people vote for these people? Because the Democrats spend a lot of money convincing people that they're good. I bet you guys that most of the time that you've heard Jeffries or Schumer mentioned, it was in text or a video referencing them. You probably haven't actually seen them speak that much, despite their very high prominence within the party. And part of that
That's
is because
awesome.
you watch me, and I don't tend to cover these abject
What grade are you in?
you know, as much as maybe some other people would, maybe some more liberal channels. But a lot of that is also because the Democrats are relying on incumbency bias and safe seats to keep these guys in their positions until they die, until they're like 95 years old. We will stop.
I remember 7th.
Questions on
Do
this?
you like it?
Yes.
Senator, Republicans have argued that this is not an effort to cut government quite yet, that this is just a review process, that they're looking at how the money is spent.
Elon has literally explicitly said he's blocking payments. They've already done so. By their own words, this is false. This is fascist propaganda.
That they're trying to come up with a plan to make sure that it's spent correctly. Is your issue with the process here, or is your issue that Elon Musk is the one that's in charge of it?
Our issue is, of course, with the whole process, secret, behind closed doors, and
No, it is objectively
Why do they
a
hate you,
violation
Cameron?
of the Constitution.
Do you deserve it? Or are they just
you say
awful
they don't
people
wanna
like
come-
usual?
We saw what they tried to freeze payments to just about everything. What they want to do.
No, that was different. That's the memo. That's the memo that Trump put forward that led to the illegal spending freeze. That's different from Elon Musk taking over the Department of the Treasury. That's a separate issue. Are you mixing those two up?
So our belief is there's a real danger, terrible, terrible danger, and a looming danger that they will not only have access to Americans' privacy.
They already do. They already do. It's not they will. They do. They objectively do. We know for a fact that they do. They already barricaded themselves inside the building and set up a private server. We already know. This already happened. This press conference is from like an hour ago. It already happened.
Information, but that they will use that to cut programs left and
But how
right.
specifically are you concerned about Musk himself? Is he
That sounds horrible.
What about the epic
Cameron.
man who narwhals at midnight? What about him? Isn't he epic?
My wife went
You
through
were probably
something
him
similar
when you
to that
had
when she was in
Elon
grade school.
derangement syndrome. Do you
Because
have
she has a
problem
brother
with
that's about
Democrats taking control
2
of our
years older
government
than
and
her.
illegally blocking payments?
Heard that
Yeah,
Musk is
that's
in
rough.
charge of Doge, but we're concerned about how the whole
But-
process works, and ultimately.
How do you cope with it? Like,
For Donald Trump, the president.
do you have lots of friends, or do you just hang out on your own?
The whole process, including Musk and including the others who are in it.
As Leader Schumer indicated, the problem lies with some individuals who have been put in charge of this raid.
No, the problem is not with the people who are put in charge. The entire process is a violation of the law. It's not. It wouldn't matter. Even if they had the security credentials to be in the Department of Treasury and access secure information, that wouldn't change the fact that what they're doing is a violation of the Constitution.
On the government, including Elon Musk. But it also relates to so-called special
I
government
see.
employees
That makes sense.
who aren't required to adhere
I'm seeing the picture
to
a
the
lot more
ethical
clearly
laws
now.
and the disclosure requirements that were put in place by Congress in a bipartisan way for a reason.
What's your favorite
To
subject,
make
Cameron?
sure that people have the best interests of the American people at heart. And that
That's
clearly
great,
is not the case as it relates to this unlawful access to the Treasury payment system.
When it's something so important as to who the government helps, it should be done in a way that adheres to our democratic principles, openness, debate.
This isn't about democratic principles. It's a violation of the Constitution, the law of the land. It's like it's a
Damn. That's awesome that you like math,
If
but
January 6th had succeeded, I bet you this is what we could have looked forward to. By the way, if like
it sucks to
third
have a
of the
teacher you don't like,
Democratic,
especially for your
House
favorite
members
subject.
and Pence had been hanged, and you had like QAnon shaman wandering around the Capitol building.
You got
the
any
Democrats
hobbies?
would set
What do
up,
you
like,
like to do in your free
emergency
time?
conferences where they would denounce like the rude, mean, and icky way in which Trump
Other than
Because
talk to random
maybe
strangers
if
on
he
the
has
internet, I
legitimate
mean.
grievances with the electric county, then perhaps he should take that up in court.
Discussion and reflecting a broad group of people who have inputs into it, not just a very limited few meeting in secret.
It's unconstitutional. It does not matter how many people are involved in it. Congress holds the power of the purse strings.
What other recourse do Democrats have? Obviously, you guys are in the minority on
Don't
both
ask
sides
that.
of the Capitol. What can you guys be doing when this is money that you have appropriated to be spent both in the federal freeze and in the international freeze?
We have 4 different ways of recourse. The first is just bringing this to life.
Wow.
I'm sure that
That's awesome.
people know what it is. We've had some
Nothing inspires you more, nothing fills you with more confidence when you get hit with that. We have 4 ways of responding to the fascist takeover of government. Number 1 is
No, but I used to. But at the moment, I live in Kentucky.
I don't necessarily disagree that that a component of what happened
Why? What state do you live in?
was public backlash, but Democrats had nothing to do with that at all. All of the energy and buzz around that was driven by, at this point, like independent media, like shit for regular people. I'm serious. I know like this used to not be a good way of measuring things. Now I think it's better than ever. Like, just take a look at Newsmaker.
Are you good at sports? Are you tall? Are you athletic?
Do something. Why don't we do something? It's activism, you know. Democrats are
I do like Ohio, that's for sure. It's a beautiful place. Good. It's good. Everyone should be.
discuss what this is, and we're asking whistleblowers across Treasury and other places, we're talking to some of them already, to come forward. And the final is legislation.
Nice.
The appointments,
What position do you play in football and baseball?
particularly the funding resolution, we will insist that there be certain changes that will be made.
we will, the next budget reconciliation bill, we will insist they stop cooing the government immediately. What they're targeting now is things that conservatives and Republicans have long targeted against the exception of the FBI. Do you think Republicans will ever bring a line in the sand? And if so, what might it be?
Second and shortstop and wide receiver. Fascinating. Do you play football more than baseball or baseball more than football? Football more, right? Nice. I stand corrected. Well, I mean, I get that you played baseball for longer, but which one are you more serious about now? Is it baseball? Do you think you want to play in the majors? And if so, as a shortstop or as a second baseman? Or is there some other position that you would play if you could? Nice. Nice. And wrestling, is that also less important to you than baseball as well? Or is that your main sport, wrestling? Okay. So when it comes down to it, to a great degree, who you are is a second baseman. But you said you were really, really popular too, which is really, really cool. Because that's not really the stereotype of a second baseman, but there is a kind of a second baseman stereotype. It's not the main stereotype, but it's kind of like you, where they're the second baseman and everyone loves them. You know what I mean?
That's the forceful messaging that I'm looking forward to in times of crisis. When the fascist who has couped our government and is issuing illegal order after illegal order is ready to talk, we, the people with no power and no backbone, will be ready for it. Not anymore.
Funding necessary to the American people. The Constitution requires that their funding be spent by the president and the administration. The Constitution requires the
Damn it.
president's responsibility to take care that the laws are faithfully executed. Spending agreements passed through the appropriations process are law.
You're in the seventh grade
And when those laws are violated, the Constitution
and you're popular, but you're only in the seventh grade.
of righteous litigation that has been unleashed, and that will continue. It's an all hands on deck effort.
But I told them all no. I might be missing a message here. But I'm over here wondering if you have a girlfriend or if you're too young for that. No offense either way. I'm just a curious person.
I just don't think it's fair that when Trump gets everything he wants to collapse in the country, all these guys are going to be like, good night, y'all, and retire to their private estate slash private island slash wherever anywhere in the world totally untouched.
You don't wanna, like,
You know,
what do you mean you don't wanna? Can you be more specific? Like, I totally respect that you don't want to, but what do you mean when you say that? Women? You're a guy, right? You talking about women? Why? Okay, I get it, but why specifically? Like why? Oh, like why all of them though? Some of them, sure, but why all?
Trudeau with dog walk these guys. Yeah, no, it's so bad over here. Democratic leadership is worse than basically any liberal government anywhere in the developed world that I can think of. I guess with the possible exception of the UK, but even then, Jeffries and Schumer are a lot less charismatic than Starmer. And Starmer's a low bar.
Hey, how did it go?
I plugged it in and I hit the heat up button and it felt like it was putting out warmth, but
Did you hear it blowing?
didn't hear it blowing.
You should know. It'll blow heat.
Well,
It's a fan. It
it
sounds
was
like
a
a heater.
it was a kind of a awkward angle with the both sides of the bed had things blocking the outlets, so I was able to plug it into one of them, but I wasn't able to get down right in front of it and look at it.
Well, that's not good. You don't want anything in front of it.
There's nothing right in front of it. It's just that I can't get in front of it.
Well, if there's nothing in front of it, how come you can't get in front of it?
Well, it's not close enough to be a problem, but it's just logistically not possible for me to get there.
Well, you know if it's on and it glows, Christopher. Or it should.
Well, I felt warmth coming off, so I don't know why it would do that unless it was working.
Well, I hope it's not too close to anything.
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm 29 years old. My birthday is July 2nd.
I don't like the sound that you couldn't get in front of it because it should have space around it.
It does.
I mean, even if you plug it in over on the other side of the room, it will still heat the room.
Oh, well, don't call me young. You're in 7th grade, bro. Wait, so why do you hate the girls in your grade? Do they just happen to be bad, or what? What's wrong with them?
I'd like to see it, Christopher. Later on, I'd like to inspect.
That's fine, Ma.
How you have that set up, and maybe we can consult with Pepe. Or I can read the directions and make sure you get it right.
Uh-huh. In 2 days. Bullies or annoying? Yeah, that's rough. I mean, what about it physically, though? Well, I wouldn't worry about that at all. Your grade is a very, very small place, and there's plenty of girls out there. I didn't meet my wife till my second job that I worked. $364, huh? That's hilarious. Not a year though. Reminds me how I'm 13 months older than my wife. Which was really funny when I was 18 and she was 16 for 1 month. I'm currently married at the age of 29 to the woman that I lost my virginity to at the age of 18. Nice. Both February babies. So what are you guys, Capricorns or something? I'm a little murky on the Februaries. Did you guys have snow today? Is that why you didn't have school? Because of snow? I mean, it's cold where I am. I do. I have a kid. We've been trying our whole relationship for 11 years. We've been trying. But we just now only finally succeeded recently. And our son is now 14 months old. Currently. We couldn't be happier.
Can you describe better what's around the unit?
There's nothing around it. There's a chair next to it. It's not touching it.
Is it really close to the bed though?
Is what really close to the
The
bed?
heater?
No, it's not close to the bed at all.
Okay. I mean, why can't you get to it?
Because there's a big chair that's in the way that I could easily move if my family wasn't sleeping.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Well, when Gabby plugged it in up here, it sounded like a regular fan heater. It was like blowing.
Thank you, Cameron. Icy roads. Yeah, you don't want to mess with icy roads.
found a really good, cute podcast for dyslexics. That's what it's called,
What's it called?
the Codcast.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I should check that out.
Well, he said he hasn't been doing content, but he's getting ready to do some more.
Oh, that's cute. So he's kind of a smaller creator then.
Yeah, he's
Well, those are my favorite sorts of people to listen to. I listen to all sorts of different kinds of things, but I especially love smaller creators.
I just joined this one thing.
Another fruit basket for the Vanguard. Time for us to officiate this little exchange. Eddie has noticed it. I noticed you say a lot of words, still haven't answered my question. Very telling. If we got this point, we were disagreeing. I would have provided no side. We always had that respectful foundation of we are disagreeing about a strategy, right? Gavin obviously doesn't want Donald Trump to win. Stop losing your hatred for Republicans and be focused exclusively on hatred.
At Harvard Extension School, there's more to the students' experience than like access to
Bro, I wish. I'm no Gandalf yet.
Could you go for some French toast?
Yes. Although I did just eat a bunch of peanut butter pretzels.
What?
I did just eat a large amount of peanut butter pretzels just now.
Oh, you did?
So, fair warning. But
Time for snacks.
Blinker? What do you mean blinker, Cameron? I'm speaking with a young seventh grader, a young seventh grade boy who has a snow day because of icy conditions on the roads. So he happens to be watching my live streams.
Oh, you should ask him if he plays chess.
It's an interesting thought.
See if he wants to play a game or learn.
I don't like to try and push it on people, Mom.
What?
I don't like to try and push that on people.
But maybe he does. And then it wouldn't be a push, it would be like exciting.
Oh, sure, but there's a time for everything.
Yeah, they closed a lot of schools for the week, actually. Not just because of icy roads, but there are a lot of people out sick, like including staff in certain school districts.
Yeah.
So some school districts just up and closed for the whole week.
Do I know what a blinker? 8 nowadays. Wow, that's a lot. I don't know what a blinker is, I don't think. I mean, other than like on a car, a turn signal. Other than that, I don't know what it is. Huh. I've never heard anything called that. It sounds kind of similar to the one that I just hit just now, but but it sounds nice. I gotta look that up and try it. Good for you. For me, it was, well, neither have I, but it's interesting. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I may or may not want to do it myself, but for me, getting into smoking of any kind was a thing that I did back in the day because my wife, at the time my girlfriend, did it. So I did it with her. Yep, I feel the same way. Good job. It's exactly the right way to do it.
Christopher,
What's up?
you need to be really careful talking to a minor about stuff his parents can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, just generally, smoking is not good for you, in my view. Not good for the lungs and stuff. But there are, you know, other options, like eating stuff. Mm-hmm. I've been athletic my whole life. I did sports. In middle school, I did soccer and baseball, and then swimming. And in high school, I did swimming and underwater hockey. Underwater hockey was my favorite. I also very much enjoy a good game of pickup basketball. I sure do. It's kind of hard to find one that I genuinely don't like, but my favorite are like alternate reality type, like Fallout, or like a strategy action, um, XCOM, Civ, chess. I love chess. I've always wanted to play, but I've never really made the time. Unfortunately, no. I believe in having both, but what I do have is a PlayStation. That sounds great. That sounds awesome, Cameron. I'm just picturing you in your hall of power. What's your favorite video game, Cameron? Is it Fortnite? Do you play anything else, or mostly just Fortnite? How many levels are there? Is it unlimited? A 1,001. Holy crap. What do you get when you level up? Like, does your character get stronger, or how does it work? I've never played Fortnite. We absolutely need to play some. Wait. Is it like co-op? Like, can we fight together, or will we be fighting against each other? I don't. How does it work? Now that I have someone to play it with, you're damn straight I'm gonna play it. That's cool. That's cool. I'm sure we play with and against each other just for fun. But you gotta play with me at first, because I'm a total noob. got you. I got you. I'll get myself an Xbox for you. No problem. If only there was some way I could hit you up when I get one, though. It's not like I could be like, oh yeah, that one guy from the stream from YouTube. I'll just message him on YouTube. No, no, not really. Do you do? Nice. Oh yeah, you can find me again anytime. I'll make sure that I download it.
Senator, well, how many are that this is not an effort to cut government equipment?
That way I can get acquainted with it before we have a chance to stream together. Even before I have an Xbox. And you can watch me on my stream being a total noob by myself.
To make sure that it's spent correctly. Is your issue with the process here, or is your issue that Elon Musk is the one that's in charge?
And you can make fun of me. Thanks. Oh, a little bit of agave maybe. Just a little. Nice. Alright, so weekends only. Heard it. That's good to know, and that's a good thing. That you focus on school. Nice. So Friday night, Saturday night, I got you. No, just some homemade French toast with some agave. Not McDonald's. Thank you. I think it did too. I'd share it with you if I could.
What can you guys be doing with this money that you have appropriated to be spent both in the federal freeze and in the international freeze?
Nothing inspires you or nothing fills you with more confidence than the idea that we have more ways of responding to the fascist takeover of government. This press conference, oh, that's great. We're off to a really good start. I hope for a little more to come. Well, success still will win. Oh, well, geez. The release of funds to the public that is outside.
Your dad sounds like a good guy. French toast is always really good if you make it right. It's just a great thing to eat
Necessarily disagree that
for breakfast specifically,
freeze and the tariffs,
or as a snack.
Democrats had nothing to do with that. All of the energy and buzz around it was driven by independent media. I'm serious. I know, this used to not be a good way of measuring things, and now I think it's better than ever. Just take a look at your state rankings. If you look at Chuck Schumer's Twitter post, 300 likes, 4,000 comments telling him, do something, why don't you do something? It's activists, Democrats are worthless and nobody wants to hear from them.
We have this litigation. There are various groups that are already going to court to sue because they believe that this is against the law. And we are working with them in terms of giving them information, telling them
Huh.
how we make their
My favorite place to go eat at. Oh, I know this.
shadow hearings to discuss what this is. And we're asking whistleblowers across Treasury and other places to come forward. And the final is legislation. On the appointments, they don't need Democrats. But on legislation,
I mean, there's a few good ones. I love Donato's. I love White Castle. I didn't think I loved White Castle most of my life, but then I figured out in the last couple of years that I love it. I love Panera a lot. I generally love food in general. I have, but not that much. But I love all the sorts of places like that. It's hard to find a restaurant I don't like, honestly. Yes, I think so. But again, not much. The kind of place I would go a lot if I had a lot of money. You know what I mean? What about you? What's your favorite restaurant, Karen?
Shouldn't be a federal agents rather than cops. They're also cops, but also police, because the FBI can.
On March 14th, all we need is look up willing to draw a line in the sand. Now, extreme agriculturalists have made clear they want to end Social Security and we know it. In Medicare, we know it. In Medicaid, everything's been going vastly.
You're just like me. What about colors? What's your favorite color? Like of the rainbow? Of the 7 major colors in the rainbow, which one is your favorite?
So as long as Social Security doesn't get touched, they're okay. But as long as it doesn't get touched, like, oh, okay, well, they haven't crossed that line yet. They've already crossed the line.
Specifically pink, or do you mean like a light red, like a scarlet, or do you mean pink?
That was enough about yeah. The insistence of extreme agriculture for its accuracy now is near hamstring. Like this is one of the reasons that we get so much aspect of media insists on treating phones.
No disrespect, but you're a straight man and your favorite color is pink. That's gotta be rough.
Pointing out types of things that the MAGA extremists and the far right try to hurt every day in America. Even when they claim that we're working hard, they can't. $9 trillion in cuts. This is something that was invented by Russell Rowe, who's one of the chief architects. It's something that Beresh had talked about. And the cuts would be deep. They can't do $2.5 trillion without cutting so many of the things that the vast majority of Americans, Democrat, Republican, care about. Yes.
Thank you, Senator Schumer. We have reached out, or we plan to reach out directly to the White House to request a meeting with the president and try to talk to him about your concerns about Elon Musk bypassing the Congress directly. And what your message to the president would be in
My
that
message to the
situation?
president is exactly the opposite of what he's campaigned on. It's going to hurt voters across the board. It's going to vote.
Is that because you want to be
And look, whenever he's ready to talk to us,
financially prepared first, or is it just because you don't want to go through the process, like it's a lot of work and stuff, like you want to enjoy your time in your 20s, or what? Why? What's the I don't disagree necessarily, but why do you want to have kids in your 30s? Just be prepared. What would make you feel prepared? Just out of curiosity. Like, what's your mental checklist for this, and then I'm gonna have some kids? And how many kids do you want to have in your life total?
the Constitution requires that their funding be spent by the president and the administration. The Constitution requires the president has a responsibility to take
That's
care that
perfectly reasonable. I totally agree that you should get a house and a car first,
passed through the appropriations process are law.
or at least an apartment and a car,
When those laws are violated, the Constitution is being violated, which is why there has been a flurry of righteous litigation that has been
and
undertaken,
some savings,
and that will continue.
at least a little. One or two, bro. One or two is not enough. If you have 1 or 2 kids, that means some other dude needs to have extra kids to pick up the slack. Every woman has to give birth to an average of 3 kids for our race not to die out over time. Minimum. 3 minimum.
I just don't think it's fair that when Trump gets everything he wants and collapses the country, all these guys are going to be like, "Can I, y'all?" And retire to their private estate / private island / wherever anywhere in the world totally untouched. I just don't think that's fair.
my wife had a miscarriage years ago before the successful pregnancy, and then we had the baby. And just a couple months ago, we had another miscarriage that was pretty bad actually. It was an ectopic pregnancy, which means the baby tries to grow inside one of the fallopian tubes, and it was not caught until quite late, and therefore they had to remove the fallopian tube. So she's down a fallopian tube, which means she's going to suffer, according to the doctors, approximately a 25% hit to her capacity to have children in the future, which is just wonderful. But yeah, so we've had 3 babies, but only one made it into a pregnancy, really. Thank you. We're doing all right. We still hope to have more.
I guess with the possible exception of the UK, but even then, Jeffries and Schumer are a lot less charismatic than Stallmer. And Stallmer's low bar.
As it relates to pushing back, we saw that last week with respect to the illegal funding freeze that was reversed in less than 40 hours. And we saw it as it relates to the wide-ranging, out-of-control tariff scheme applied to our North American allies that would have driven up costs for everyday Americans. So we are working on this, pushing back on all fronts.
Roots of democracy are still needed.
But the public is really outraged by things. There is a response, as the actions that mentioned before as well. Tariffs on funding.
And this is another thing Democrats love to do. They love to like guilt the voting public into failing them now.
What kind of girls do you like? What's your type?
Republicans are like, we're
Yeah, I was up all night long.
like X
I'm very tired,
and this is really
but I need to stay up until this evening so I can reset my sleep cycle. You know what I mean?
also like, would you mind doing social media outreach and like activism and spreading the word? We can't really do anything, but if we like get angry enough about it, maybe pull the pressure, will be enough to do our job for us. We hear you and we see you, but we really need to hear you be a little bit louder because we're not doing the work.
The public is so energized by what they have seen in this Treasury action that there will be similar strong pushback, and the president will feel that pushback, but will respond to it.
Smack that microphone out, absolutely.
No, it didn't. It didn't. I was waiting with bated breath for it too. I hate it when I'm on the other end of that and that happens to me too. When I try to say something to someone in a YouTube message and it doesn't go through. It's the bane of my existence.
As ever, it was a mistake to engage with this dishonest, nihilistic, toxic self. Goodbye. So you want to get in the gutter garden, get a little bit of the peace and here. Talk about Mark and Betty on first.
Congressional Democratic leaders hold briefing on Elon Musk getting access to the government.
Yet Elon Musk, beautifully
No, breaking my heart too.
I feel worse when I look at the Democrats.
Didn't go through, and it doesn't even. It claims you're not even watching the stream too. I, hilariously, it says I have 0 viewers, even though I know you're watching. YouTube can't get its shit together. It flickers between 1 and 0. Blonde hair. Nice. Nice. And personality, do you like more aggressive or more submissive?
Nothing screams democracy like having a secret squad of company men pull off a hostile takeover of America's Social Security tax information in the dead of night. That
Mm-hmm. And do you like them smarter or less smart?
we know what democracy is like. It's out in the open. It's not secret. Two sides debate.
You're clearly a smart person. But what do you like them to be? In between. Well, you're in luck because that's usually what you get in a woman. What about what's more important, boobs or ass?
And then the elected officials make decisions. Democracy doesn't work in the shadow. Democracy doesn't skirt the human universe. And it doesn't give special privilege, ideas, and needs to ultra wealthy people.
I don't know if YouTube even lets you type those words into a frickin' message.
Also, the soup gets like shit. You've been gaining weight.
Find ways to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of government. But you know what history shows? When it's done in the dark of night, it always leads to bad results. When these Doge people decide to cut a program and they talk to the people who run the program.
But if it didn't go through. Oh, but I didn't see the second T at first. That's fuck me. But well, then you're correct. Objectively, that's true. So good job seeing that at such a young age. However, follow-up question: where the tits are concerned, what do you like them to be like? Like, do you like small, medium, large, extra large, ridiculous? What do you like? Gotcha. So like if Caitlin Collins was blonde, you know who Caitlin Collins is? Is that sort of your type, or am I not quite on it? She's a CNN anchor. It's okay, bro. Take your time. I gotta transition to another show anyway, but I'll still be here on my channel. So come back whenever you want to.